Hi, this is Sarah Catherine Gutierrez, and I'm here to explain how to look at your own student loan file so that you can gather important information for the student loan forgiveness that was just announced. So the two things that we are actually trying to find are whether you have one of these ineligible loans, like a Perkins loan or a Fell loan, that have been ineligible for past federal benefits on student loans and could potentially be left out of this forgiveness. So we want to see if we have one of those and then be able to determine if we need to then take pretty quick action to get out of it. The second thing is we want to know if we have a Pell Grant. We know that this is going to be an application process. We don't know what this is going to look like, but I want you to know if you have a Pell Grant so that you can accurately answer that if this is information that you're going to have to give. And a lot of people probably just don't remember. I don't remember a lot of the details of my federal student aid back in the day. So let's figure out how to get those things. The first thing you're going to want to do is log into the federal website on student loans. You're going to go to studentaid.gov. And from there, you're going to log in. If you don't have login credentials, you're going to have to make your own. Might take 48 hours to get in. But then once you're in, this is where I want you to go. In the right-hand corner under your name, you're going to see that you can hit a down arrow to access your dashboard. From there, select View Details in the right-hand corner of the My Aid section, and then go to Download My Aid. And so then what's going to happen, you hit Continue, and then this file should appear somewhere on your computer. For me, it appears as a file on my bottom left-hand corner. For some people, it might show up in their downloads in the top right-hand corner. You may have to go fish it out of your downloads file. Go find this file. And then once you find the file, I am going to share my screen so I can show you an anonymized version of what this thing is going to look like and how you can gather the information that you need. Okay, so you can see here, this is a really intimidating document. I mean, it just goes and goes and goes. Don't worry, we're just here to get what we need. Now, it is nice to know that this has like the whole history of every loan you've had, whether you've paid it off or not, whether it's been consolidated or not, moved into different loan servicer, it's all here. And every payment you've ever made, it's all here. So the first thing I want to know is I want to know, do I have a Fell loan? Because we know that Fell and Perkins loans have been traditionally cut out of federal benefits. And I just don't want to see that continue to happen. So you want to get out of the Fell loan so that you can get into this last and final payment pause. And you can make sure that if the government again shuts Fell or Perkins loans out of this 10,000 forgiveness, that you are not impacted. So in this case, I see yes. I just have to scroll down a little bit because always at the top, they're going to have the latest and greatest. This is the sum of everything you have and what kinds of loans they are. And the reason I don't look at statements by loan servicers is I find that the language they can use on the loan itself can be so overwhelming and hard to parse out. This is going to have the exact language that we are looking for. So here we can see we have a Fell consolidated outstanding principal of 19,408 and a Fell consolidated outstanding interest of 103. No bueno. We do not want to be in a Fell loan. Now, here's the trick, okay? Let's say this person didn't look. And let's say this person heard me talk about this loan forgiveness. And I said, look, if you have a Fell loan, you need to consolidate your Fell loans because that consolidation process will make it into a direct loan. And this person is listening and saying, oh, I don't need to do that. I've already consolidated. Yes, I can see. Great job. You did consolidate. The problem is you consolidated before direct loans were here. And so you have a Fell consolidated loan. That is not what we want. So this is going to tell you conclusively whether you have a Fell loan, which we don't want to be in, or a direct loan, which we do want to be in. So that's first clue number one, Fell loan, no good. I know this person needs to immediately conduct a consolidation process at studentaid.gov, go to consolidate my loans, and it'll take you through step-by-step process to get that done. It takes about 30 days for that to be completed. So folks, get on this. We need this done now. Okay, next thing, we want to see is there a Pell Grant? I don't remember the details of my student aid from 20 years ago, and maybe you don't either. And so what we want to know is, was there a Pell Grant? Did you have a Pell Grant? Because if you did, then and you are under these AGI limits, the 125,000 if you're single, 250 if you are married, that if you're under those, then you might actually not get 10,000 forgiveness, but 20,000. And for this person who almost has $20,000 in debt, this is a big deal. Okay. So it looks here like, yes, we do. We have a Pell Grant. We searched the document and it found us our Pell Grant. We can see when it was issued, to what university it was issued to. Boom. So here's why this is important. We don't know exactly how the student loan forgiveness is going to happen, but the government has said there's going to be an application process. And so who knows what that will look like? Maybe it pre-fills all your information. Maybe it says, yes, here is your name. Here is your Pell Grant. They have all this information. They can easily generate this form and have all your correct information in there. But folks, that's just not usually the way it's done. You might actually have to fill this information out. And so if that's the case, then you at least know what you had. At minimum, it's just nice to know what you can expect, right? And if you don't get it, then at least you know the information is right on your loan. And so if they give you 10,000 forgiveness and you're like, no, 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 I should be getting 20, at least you know what you have so you can go fight for the 20,000. So folks, that is how you download and you read your TXT file. Don't be overwhelmed. You've got this. And folks, I wish you a life very soon that is free of student loans. You got this.